Hello everyone, welcome back. The question of the day is how many magazines should you have? And the short answer is 10. That is the minimum, okay? And PMag conveniently sells these 10 at a time, okay? They sell 10 packs. You can get them from, I think Magazine Warehouse sells them. Palmetto Armory sells them. So get these 10 at a time. I think a 10 pack is about $100. And keep in mind that you know, back when Obama was going gun ban crazy, Cheaper Than Dirt was trying to sell these for $100 each. Okay, so don't wait until things get to that point. Get them now while they're still cheap. You know, get a 10 pack for $100. Okay, and I've actually been buying these from Palmetto. They had a deal where it was 1,000 rounds plus 10 of these PMags for $330. So that's a pretty good deal. I just jumped on that last week. But yeah, you want at least 10 of these. If that's the minimum, you know, you want to try and build that up to 20 or 30 magazines. This is the most vulnerable part of your AR-15. You know, the springs inside, they go bad over time. The other thing is if you drop these, especially if the magazine is full and you drop this on these retaining lips, okay, you can crack those lips, or if it's metal, you can bend them, and that's going to prevent the ammunition from feeding properly into your gun, okay? So if you have 10 of them, you can expect that over the course of, let's say, 5 years, at least 2 or 3 of them are probably going to go bad just through normal usage, okay? The other thing I advise is, you know, although I think these PMags are great, do get a couple of other brands just in case, hey, some problem does present itself in the future. Lancer, great magazines. I've heard a lot of other good things about these from other people. It's a plastic see-through body and it's got metal lips. Okay, so, you know, get yourself a bunch of these. These are great magazines. I have a bunch of Elanders. Okay, I got these, I think I bought these during the Obama years. You know, these are great magazines, very tough. I did manage to break one of them. Basically, somehow at some point it dropped on its lips and the lips got bent a little bit and the rounds weren't feeding. I did manage to kind of bend it back with the needle nose pliers, and that magazine does work. But, you know, just to, you know, case in point that these things, you know, they are consumable. You know, as you use them, you know, they're gonna go bad. Okay, so get yourself plenty of magazines, get yourself plenty of ammo. As far as your AR, you know, after you know, like I said, get that 10 pack, you should also consider getting yourself some extra bolts, okay? Because after the magazines, the bolts are the next most vulnerable part, okay? This thing goes back and forth, it gets beat up a bunch. So get yourself an extra bolt or 2 or 3. But yeah, get some extra bolts. You can also get the parts. You know, in addition to the bolt, you can get the parts that go bad within the bolt. You know, you can get yourself a firing pin, get yourself an extra extractor. You know, get the bushings. They also tend to go bad with a lot of usage. So get yourself at least 1 or 2 or more bolts. And again, I got these from Palmetto Armory. They had a sale this past week. I got these for about $45 each. Okay. You should also get yourself some springs, spare springs. If you're taking your AR apart to do any work on it, you know, there's a lot of small springs in there that are under tension, and a lot of times they go flying. You know, so get yourself the, it's called a lost and broken parts kit. Okay, this one's got a bunch of springs in there. It's got some bushings that I can see for the bolt. So get yourself a couple of different, lost and broken parts kits. You know, I've got that one here. I happen to have another. This is basically a trigger group. Okay, again, the trigger group contains, you know, springs. You know, it has the sear, the hammer, the sear, the hammer, and the trigger. Okay, so that's your trigger group. You should definitely get an extra one. Oh, before I forget, with the PMags, they send you these caps that go on top of the magazine. These are actually kind of important. Don't throw these out. These serve 2 purposes. Number 1, it protects the retaining lips, so that if you do drop it and it lands on those lips don't get broken. The other thing that it does is it puts downward pressure on that top round, so that if you have a full magazine, that top round is not pushing on the on the retaining lips, because what happens is that with these plastic magazines in the summertime, if it's, especially in the summertime, if it's hot outside and the sun's beating down on these magazines, the plastic can soften up a little bit. And what can happen is over time, as the magazine gets hot and the the spring is pushing up against those retaining lips can start opening up a little bit, and the ammunition will not feed as well into your rifle, into your AR. So if you tend to top these, if you tend to keep your magazines full, what you want to do is use this cover, okay, put it down, because what that does is it pushes down on that first round and it keeps the pressure off of the retaining lips. So that's an important thing to be aware of with the PMags. Okay. So by all means, go to Palmetto's Armory, check them out. They're always running all sorts of deals. See if you can get a magazine deal. And I don't work for Palmetto. If they don't know who I am, I just buy from them because they have great prices. So I'm putting that out there as a source for you guys to check out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.